gonna teach you how to dance? Who's gonna show you how to fly? Who's gonna call you on the lame dope smoking slacking little sucker you are?
Welcome to Power Trip number 19. I am your host, Devious Dave Rose. And did you think that we would be meeting? I'm sure you didn't, but I'm sure it's a pleasant surprise. And as you all know, when we have an episode of Power Trip, Scunty McFuckface has decided to try to push things. And as always, I, the Drama Emperor, will be the first line of defense. Welcome one and all, and as always, let us show our gratitude and appreciation for all those that have chosen to spend their time with us here today. We've got Danimal, Steve Callan, Jay Diz, Bird, Fess Love, Foulmouth Ken, who thought it was The Diner but didn't read the title or didn't listen to the music. But then again, give him a break. He's a fucking American Ricky. Who else we got? That's all who's mentioned themselves in the chat so far, but obviously I'm doing a good job because we already have... Oh, we had 6 thumbs down. Now it's only 5. That's weird. Somebody logging in and out of their account. Oh, there's Mars Mira, the kingpin of Las Vegas, Sin City. And we have a few things to discuss today. A few interesting things that must, unfortunately, be addressed. So as I load these images in preparation to show you, I will ask if you've heard or seen of Scunty, because when it comes to his videos, he's been quite silent. He deleted quite a few, but he's been leaving a lot of messages as of late, and you can see these messages on multiple channels and multiple videos, including my own. In fact, I saw one where he was shitting on Chili Cheese Jay. You know, again, this is the guy, Scunty McFuckface, is the one that called falsely Chili Cheese Jay a pedophile. And when Chili Cheese Jay leaves a simple message, nope, Scunty can't even handle that. Relegated to literally making 92-minute videos, but can't take the fact that he leaves a message, leaves a simple comment. So bear with me here while I, yes, I could have done this before I started this show, but you know what? I'm Dave Rose. So I'm going to keep doing this, and eventually I will show you all. But, yes, it is unfortunate what we've encountered today, and within a few moments I will be revealing exactly what has occurred. But I'm going to take a moment here to remind Scunty, you've lost, and you will continue to lose. And if you think for a second that I'm going to relent, you're fucking delusional. You are going to get what you fucking deserve. And I, along with many other people, will literally take that obituary and frame it, possibly even in gold, because we don't have any sympathy for you. You have done more to ruin this community than anybody else ever. I always just wanted to do conspiracy stuff. That's it. That's all. But you had to continually interfere. And you've taken away the joy that I could have had. As such, I will not relent until you are dealt with properly. Remember, I have never committed a crime like you have. In fact, I've not committed a crime, period. But let's remember, Skunty has committed many crimes, and in fact, on camera, including getting arrested. So, Skunty, there's a lot more that we can point to you than you can point to us. And it's time to get even harder with you. You're trying to put out this bullshit that, the court cases haven't been delayed because of COVID and stuff. You're fucking delusional. You don't want to believe reality. And you know what? Fuck you. We're going to make you understand reality, whether you like it or not. So let me just set this up here. I'm going to put all these graphics in. I'll pay attention to the chat in just one short moment. But what we are about to do right now, ladies and gentlemen, is to expose Skunty to such an extent that he will continue to be the failure that he is, and continue to be the Jacob Marley of the community, a ghost who can't do anything, and nobody takes him seriously. So let me just prepare this. That is screen 1. Then we're going to prepare screen 2. And no, I won't apologize. Okay. So how's that local sports team, by the way? Oops. Yeah, this will be quite revealing. Maybe some of you are aware of this, but that's the reason that I'm doing the Power Trip episode, to expose the Skunt and show you what kind of evil person he truly is. And plus we may get some lies that we'll be able to call out in the future and just laugh. Just laugh at Skunt for his continual attempt to manipulate us when he just doesn't understand. We don't fall for his bullshit. You know, we've heard the boy that cries Skunt Wolf, or the skunt that cries Wolfpack. That's the proper way of saying it. And nobody takes him seriously. So, I'm almost here. I'm almost done. I do apologize. Well, you know what? No, I don't apologize. I like to leave you waiting, people. Look at me, I'm Skunty. I'm so full of myself. Blah, 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 blah. Dave Rose is a racist. You know, we've heard the stories, yada, yada, yada. But we're almost there here, people. I just want to make sure also this is, you know, taking up the screen so that you can read it proper. Okay. And last but not least, we're almost there. Okay, so we're now ready to go, people. So, I hope you're ready. These messages were sent to Tiff, I believe, yesterday evening. Let's examine them. And here's the thing, Scunty's not getting away with this. Scunty, I don't care. You're not getting away with this. You're not getting away with this at all. And it's time for me to up my game. We're not getting the results that the normal court procedures are, taking. So we're going to have to do something different. I'm going to have to fucking try one of my tested and true strategies. But okay. I don't always reveal my power level. In fact, I do try to keep it private. But regardless, let's go on to this. So this is a message that Scunty is sending to Tiff. So, actually, I've got them in the wrong order. Good job there, Dave. All right, so let's see if I can organize this in the appropriate way. I don't know why I got it in the wrong order, but... Oh. Fuck you, OBS. Son of a bitch. Ugh, come on. Okay, so. Here we go. This is what it should look like. 1, 2, and 3. That's how it starts off. Yeah, you're absolutely right there, Travis. New York Times bestseller. Actually, Fort McMurray Times bestseller. Wouldn't you agree? So, the pending court cases, eh? So he's referring to probably a comment. There is, a comment from Tiff in the episode of No Hard Feelings from last night that you can see exclusively on the Foulmouth Network. So, Scott says he doesn't watch. But continuing on, he says, Penny Corsa's case is A. Oh, God, I hope you all know what will come of it on all of you, or any of you, seriously. You all must be insanely delusional to think you will get away with it. Or get away with anything. I love your delusional nature. You are so fucking pathetic. Then he goes on and says, COVID doesn't stop any court case. It's all been done online on Skype. The president of Mongols was doing his court online the other day. It's been like forever. Yes, Scott. The president of the Mongols, a motorcycle club, the ones that you speak so freely of and yet claim no association with, and had to retract what you said because you would have gotten killed for stating that you were associated with a motorcycle club. They're being charged with some very high crimes. As such, they're going to take precedence over a situation that is cross-border, cross-provincial, that comes from somebody that obviously has displayed themselves to be quite mentally ill and obviously has interaction with the police. So there's a huge difference. Imagine a Taliban terrorist or an ISIS terrorist here in Canada being caught doing something. Their case would probably take precedence over your case. You see what I'm saying there, buddy? All right. So then he goes on and says, and the people who try to extradite me are going to be sorry to spend the money on a wasted case that when I present my entire hard drive on anything, all you people have done, it will be tossed out or counter charges will be laid. Okay, stupid. Let's break this down here. You fuck. If you call the FBI active threat line of the United States and make a false statement or waste their resources, it's not going to be an individual that's going to extradite you. It's going to be the government. It's going to be that particular organization that's going to pursue an extradition order. So, obviously, the taxpayers are paying for that, but it's the government that's actually leading it. So, you disseminate that with 350 million people, it'll end up being a percentage of a cent, if that. But, it's the government that's basically extraditing you. So, no, Ken's not going to be stuck with $1,000 bill. Travis isn't going to be stuck with $1,000 bill. Mars isn't going to be stuck with $1,000 bill to extradite you. Again, they're going to extradite you on a serious issue, not on fucking a civil charge. Stupid. Are you really this fucking stupid? On a civil charge? You dumb fuck? You dumb fuck? I know the law. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. And your hard drive, the hard drive that's supposedly damaged? Well, here's the funny thing is that the internet's for fucking ever. Which means all those videos that you've made private, your channel that supposedly was deleted, YouTube, by court order, can easily restore that. In fact, that was part of the agreement with the NSA and the different intelligence agencies, not just of America, but of the world. These records go nowhere. They're stored forever. So yeah, you might have had your channel deleted, but they can, with a simple flip of a switch, restore everything that you ever had. When a subpoena is provided to YouTube for that information, they restore everything. Provide it all. And then it'll take, obviously, some time to go through all those manic videos. But character assessment can be made. And plus, you just take a look at the Marathon Tribunal, or the Marathon, the Evidence Marathon and the Grand Tribunal. And you have that too. And the counter charges. This piece of shit, this fucking garbage scumbag whose death will please me in great measure, tries to throw out this whole idea that I watch CSI on TV, so counter charges. First of all, what counter charges? Second of all, shut the fuck up because you're a fucking moron, because no counter charges, you dumb shit. No, what counter charges? Can you even fucking cite something like counter charges? You're so fucking stupid, and you deserve this shit to be rubbed in your fucking face forever until your liver dies. Because you're so fucking stupid. So fucking stupid. And you deserve to be reminded of it. Why? Because you're a malicious, evil little shit, and people like me will not rest until you are done. Bye. Then he goes on and says, I don't know what you all don't understand about that. I don't understand how you could be so stupid and understand the law. But then again, you're low IQ fuck, and that starts to make more sense. I leave for rehab soon. You all pretend to be nice to my nephew. Thank you for your service. We wish you no harm on your uncle. I told you once, I'll tell you again. God does not like liars, deceit, or manipulation. That's all traits of Lucifer, and you laugh at that. You are the last person, the absolute last person that I'm going to listen to on theology, spirituality, or anything. The fact that you say that just goes to show how much hot air you're really full of. Then he goes on and says, nothing to laugh at, Tiff. The trolling you do has to stop eventually. You're guilty, when what he means is you are guilty, not you're belonging to guilty, which is what he's inferring here. So, to correct the idiot, you are guilty of everything you accuse others of. You've changed the Skype name to Joe, and me already meaning that you've done much, much more than that. That's quite the jump to conclusions there. So, already, big pussy in his messages. But let us continue, for we want to review the remainder of this message. So, let me put that one there. Let me put that one there. And let me put that one there. And then we shall see the continuation of this bitch. So he continues. Let me just wait for it to show up on the stream, because it's bigger than on OBS. Although I could adjust it, but no, the Emperor chooses to be infantile. After all, we're dealing with an infantile person, so might as well go to their level. He continues, Scanty, he says, to me, it's very obvious you are hurt and lonely, and a lot of people in the community share that. There's the space and the comma, Travis. You know, 007. Obviously, your eyes are quite honed to these sort of tells, but Travis has done a spectacular job exposing Mr. Scanty with his particular mannerisms when it comes to writing, if you can call it that. But yes, hurt and lonely, a lot of people in this community share that. Something missing in their lives, filled with hate for something. Anyone who truly wanted love and peace would go away, never look back, and I can promise you all that's what I'm doing, no matter how much they all talk about me until the end of time. See, that's hilarious, because that's what you've been told for the longest time to do, and you didn't do. And now you're saying the same thing we've heard from you in the past, which means it's bullshit. But let's continue. You released one true thing about yourself. Now you regret it, and you're trying everything to take it back by masking it, by saying negative things constantly about trannies. What, are you now stepping up for the trannies there, Scanty? You're now going to be a new activist for the trans movement? It's not your fault you were born intersex. Just let it go. Stop. Stop saying you're not and taking your hate out on trannies. So it sounds like he is sort of like, yeah, I guess he's triggered. He's like, I love trannies. I love RuPaul's drag show. Why are you making fun of them? Wow, what a cuck. Then he goes, Tiff, I do have the ability to see through people's insecurities. I'm at a point where I've lost it all. If you've lost it all, then I doubt that you can see through people's insecurities. I admitted to my problems. Okay, you can do that to the end of time, but if you don't do something about it, it's meaningless. It's worthless. Now I'm going to fix them. How many times have we heard that before? None of you seem to be able to do the same, so I know none of you wish me success like you told my nephew. No, how about you go away? Stop fucking around, and yeah, we won't mess with you. And therefore, what we said will be true. But it seems like you can't do the same. You said, again, you bent the knee. I've played the clip many times. You said, what do you expect me to do? Just walk away, not respond? Yeah, do like Dave Rose did. Don't be a fucking pussy, Scanty, be a man. But no, you can't do that. So now he continues and he says, I hope to God, and by the way, that's spelt improperly. God has a capital G. That's blasphemy. I hope to God you all realize the hell you could come to all of your lives. Just stop with this all of your live shots. Shit. This whole, from the beginning of time and, my entire life, and just stop. Just fucking stop with that bullshit. You started on YouTube almost 4 years ago. It hasn't been so fucking pathetic. Scott only began to exist when he finally showed up on the fucking YouTube. So of course he kind of views it as his existence. But we're not fucking stupid. So he can't keep saying, oh, well, your entire life. My entire life has been spent off YouTube, you dumb fuck. You dumb fuck. Oh man, I can't wait for the day where he finally dies and I can actually celebrate with a liver meal. liver and onions, go out to a restaurant, try to coordinate and combine it with a worldwide event. And then people all across the world are having liver and onions or liverwurst, pate, something that has to do with the liver. And just celebrating his demise. So, going back to there, to what he said, I'll repeat it. I hope to God you all realize the hell that could come to all of your lives. Why? Are you now threatening something, you fuck? My life will never be the same now due to my way on how to handle this community and all of you. Listen, asshole. I'm not responsible for your stupidity. Never was, never will be. If you can't handle a word that triggers you, end your life because you don't belong on this fucking planet. Same goes to Joe Cronin. If you can't stand the fact that people will criticize you, present the truth, and you have no recourse other than acting like a bitch, consider euthanasia, because really, why are you here? What is the point of remaining on this planet if you can't handle those simplicities? Sorry. Not going to have any compassion for those that don't want to fucking realize reality. And for these people who wish to try to saddle me with responsibility for their mental health, fuck you. Fuck you. First of all, this is the real world. You got to deal with it. Second of all, you're on YouTube. That's sort of amplified. So, if you can't handle it, fuck you. That's not my fucking problem. And you will not either guilt me or saddle me with that responsibility to take care of someone who's so mentally ill that they might, need to be in some sort of psychological institute. Not my problem, not my fault, not my issue. Then Scott says, I got nothing left to lose. I legit have nowhere to live. We've heard that before. You were homeless in an alley that had carpet, pot lighting, trim, beautiful, painted drywall. It was a nice coffee cream color. You had doors. You had, stuff that obviously revealed that you were a fucking liar. So we heard that before. You got nowhere to live. No job. Well, that's funny because you just talked to your boss the other day, didn't you not? And going to rehab, this is no lie. How many times have we heard that before? This is very, very real. Well, if you have to repeat very, then it's already suspect. And there is myself and a whole hell of a lot of people to hold accountable. Nah, see, this goes to show that you're not interested in your own personal well-being and health. You're still projecting your guilt onto other people. So because you can't accept reality, you're still holding on to that fact that you got fucked over by life. And there's a whole lot of people to hold accountable. Well, vengeance is God's. So worry about getting yourself right in the supposed rehab that you're going to be getting into, rather than holding people accountable. Because you know what's going to happen? When you get into rehab, they're going to say, no, your resentment to them is based on your own inabilities and failures. And as such, you're just projecting what you feel about yourself onto them. So what we do here at therapy is to train you so that you don't do that anymore. That's what's going to happen, Skunty. If you actually are going to therapy this time around. And then he goes on and says, so go ahead like you all seem to do now and send it to Dave. Well, I'm reading it. So you can all pull your pants down and finger blast yourself to Dave's review on it like absolute psychos. Well, if my reviews, have you do that, well, I guess that's somewhat successful. Just keep it to yourself. And this is the final portion of the conversation here. And this is interesting. Let's just wait for it to show up. Oh. No, this is mislabeled. This was number 1. Why is this? No, that's not right. That's not right at all. No, that is right. What the fuck am I talking about? Okay. So, yeah, so it's the Absolute Psychos. I hope you all truly realize how serious this has all become. Bah. You keep saying, oh, my father's in this community. Shut the fuck up, you fucking piece of shit. I'm gonna keep hammering you down until you're nothing but red paste. You had the opportunity to walk away. Now you want to fucking be here forever? Well, I will fucking ensure, as will many, that you will never be welcome again. Called out and exposed. So he's like, goodbye again. Stop mentioning my name. Then there's some clip from Ken's show where obviously you can see that he gave the video thumbs down because he's a puss. Another life from Kenny Boy. The second time he said I threatened his family when I did not. Bitch, nobody believes you anymore. Shut the fuck up. So, there you go. That's something that recently happened when it came to Scunty McFuckface. And it is... obviously, it is what it is. But here's the result of this. Because Scunt is a piece of shit who will burn. And we will all witness this. We will witness his demise. We know his liver has already taken off a lot of his life. And we know that we will see Providence. Look at this piece of shit. This fucking piece of shit. Can't take the truth. Such a fucking pussy. What's he do? He's got Scunty, the videos he doesn't want you to see channel, permanently removed. This channel has provided excellent work, excellent insight. They've done what was necessary. And this piece of shit, this piece of fucking shit, can't handle the truth. What does he do? Has his channel struck, despite the fact that he's always claiming, I don't strike channels, it was them doing it to me. So you're a pussy, Scunt. You're a pussy. You're supposedly going to rehab? Well, guess what? How about we get you on the relapse? You say you're going to rehab? I'm going to fucking do a show on you every single day until you fucking break and you fucking go back to your ways and kill yourself even more. How about that? You're going to rehab? Really? How about I fucking hammer you every single fucking day and there's nothing you can do about it? How about that, Scunty? How about we now review you yet again, crying like the little bitch that you fucking are, because Dave Rose and his allies constantly continue to win.
Us? I just talked to my mom. This is not one of them fake cry bullshit. I don't give a fuck if you put this on air review and shit. I don't give two fucks. I just talked to my boss. He's a good guy. He's a fucking great guy. I love him. I love my crew. I love my fucking people for it. I just talked to my mother. And I'll tell you something. Right fucking do it. This girl, my best friend's mother, You know that video was cunt the upload of me fucking cock blocked my friend. My best friend or whatever. That's his mom. She was my best fucking friend.
You shouldn't treat him like shit.
More than him. More than him at times. She made I'm not unemotional like Dave. Dave wouldn't give a fuck, he wouldn't even cry. Dave wouldn't even cry if his fucking father died tomorrow. He doesn't give a fuck about his dimensional father. He doesn't give a fuck if he dies in the ground. Dave doesn't have emotions. He doesn't have emotions.
I'm finding this quite comical, so that emotional chip implant seems to be working quite well.
Makes fun of other people with emotions because he doesn't have any. Jealous of them. Just like Lucifer was jealous of the angels' emotions to God. I'm telling you the fucking truth, people.
Come on, Travis, don't tell me that was fucking unnecessary. That was beautiful. Let's continue. This will be the final clip. This is, maybe potentially, you know, Scott's last clip ever before he throws himself off a cliff, but you never know. Let's continue.
You guys really better start believing in mental health. I need shit, man.
Oh my god, I muted myself. Oh, I went on such a tirade. Oh well. Let's continue.
I don't cry over fucking YouTube shit, man. You have no idea what the fuck I'm dealing.
I wonder how long I was muted. Oh, god damn it. I just went on such a fucking great tirade. Ah! It won't happen again, people. It won't happen again. Let's see if I can remind myself what it was. But you never know. Let's continue.
I don't cry over fucking YouTube shit, man. You have no idea what the fuck I'm dealing with. I'm putting it on here because I know a lot of you out there probably in my boat, probably get trashed online, who knows what. I'm trying to be normal, but this is not no sympathy bullshit. Alright, we're good.
No, you're not. Now, just reminding people of what I was tirading on before I realized I was muted, is the fact that Scott's not getting away with this. Is the fact that he wants to claim victimhood and try to cast off any responsibility, and no, he's going to have to deal with what he chose. And crossing the line about, getting Scunty's channel, Scunty, the videos he doesn't want you to see channel, banned, goes to show that Scott is a hypocrite, and I'm not going to rest until we see Scott gone forever. Why? Because I never wanted to deal with Scott. Because all I wanted to do was to talk about my politics and mysteries and conspiracies and all that sort of thing. That's all I ever wanted to do. But Scott wouldn't let it fucking go. Constant comments on my Final Frontier News episodes with Joe. Constant comments on videos that I would make with Lucky Low or my own. And he wouldn't leave me alone. You took away a big portion of the joy that I got from YouTube. And with your continued harassment, criminal harassment, you continue to do so. So, Scunty,
I don't want to kill you. I mean, what would I do without you? I mean, I'm like a dog chasing a car.
So, Scunty, we're going to dance for fucking ever. Or at least until your liver dies, because that's what's going to happen. And I've got a lot of dance partners that are going to dance around with me around you.
Scunty.
We're going to outlast you. We're going to definitely outlast your liver. You're fucking done. And the best part is, you deserve every second of your fucking suffering. You evil piece of shit. You brought this upon yourself. We, the civilized, do not wish karma on someone because we understand our karma works. You, however, invoke the negative energies of the universe by attempting to manifest negative energy onto other people. You're getting exactly what you deserve. And on top of that, your bullshit about being in rehab, well, guess what? I'm going to make you break. I'm going to make a video on you every single day if you're supposedly going to rehab. And you'll know it. And you'll break. How about that? You want that? I'll give you that. Fuck around, find out. I'll give you that. Because you seem to think that you can just walk away and I'll go to rehab and, stop talking about it. No, how about this? How about Dave Rose proves he's correct again? and talks about you for every single day that you're supposedly away. Proves, through comments that you leave on the videos that you're still active, that you're not in rehab, and add more aggravation to your life that continues to affect you adversely through your health, affecting your liver, your mindset, your emotions, and we keep driving you down that road. How about that, Scunty? How about that? You wanted to fuck around. You didn't want to walk away. You wanted to do all this malicious harm. Well, now you're in way too deep, and you've walked a little too deep into the cave of lions. And now you're surrounded. That was your choice.
Do you really believe, even though I fucking... This man is my grandfather.
That's correct, Chad. If he is in rehab, he won't be able to say anything or see anything since they take your phone the entire time. Which will be good proof to see whether or not we have that account crying eyes. Again, projecting again there, Scunty. Crying eyes making comments on videos. We know it's you, Scunty. Come on, you even admitted it when you got confronted. What does this have anything to do with the situation that you've brought upon yourself? How dare you expect people to have sympathy or compassion for you when you've literally run roughshod on the entire community? Look, dummy. When you threaten people with their physical well-being, you've already crossed a line. A line that is so well established in society that there are laws that will have you charged for doing that sort of thing. Yes, common logic can just nonchalantly make these statements and not be held accountable. Who says that you deserve any
But it was just on the internet.
It
was just on the internet.
And yet, you want to try to utilize emotion to manipulate us? No, you're the one who got yourself into this situation in the first place. Include affirmation. I'm also thinking of trying to compile all the videos that I have of Scott crying and trying to make them into like a 10-hour video. So it's like ASMR, but instead of actually something pleasant, you just have you're hearing Scott cry for the next 10 hours. And again, I must ask you, Scott McKinnon, what do you hope to accomplish by showing up crying on a video on YouTube? Good point, Dave. Just
Very
like
good
Wire
point.
has done. What do you
Very
hope
good
to
point.
accomplish? To get people to say Dave Rose is a heartless bastard and therefore has to be disavowed? Well, they might say the first part, but then, they'll still say, well, Scott still deserves.
I don't have any strong ego shit. Listen. You come fucking fight me right now with me crying. Call me a bitch. Call me a pussy. Go ahead. See how quick I fucking kill you.
Cry some more, bitch. People said mean words about you. Meanwhile, you fucking strike Scunty's channel. And no, it's not a big deal. No, fuck you. You said mean things about me. Fuck you.
I'm not okay.
No, you're not okay, Scunt. Many people have told you that for many years. Your sister has fucking told you that. News from the very beginning. Oh, the fuck. Say, oh, I told you we're not crying. Yeah, so it looks like that's the end of that crying clip. Scott knows all there is to know about the crying game. Was it Tiff was going to be around earlier? We're going to talk about some of the stuff that he apparently, that I showed earlier that he sent to her. But she's out and about, so was not able to be here today. But I did want to get her opinion on the messages he was sending her. But I also wanted to bring attention to the fact that Skunt is a fucking pussy, and actually went so far as to actually striking a channel that did an amazing job exposing him. And that really goes to show what kind of pussy Skunt is. He claims that he wants free speech on other channels so that he can flood the chat with fucking addresses and all this other bullshit. But, hey, you shouldn't be able to have your ability to speak on the internet because you're bullying me and I'm such a pussy. So, Skunty, we know you still have your channel up. We know that you still have a bunch of videos on there. A lot of the literally, because you're obviously quite obsessed. But are you really going away to rehab? Really? Are you really? Are you actually going to go away? Are you going to ignore what people say? Really? Well, I guess we're going to see, aren't we? But I can tell you one thing. I'm not letting up at all, and neither is anybody else. We're going to see you done, Skunt. It's as simple as that. You chose that you didn't want to go away. You wanted to continue to harass us. Okay, we're game. We're going to see you fucking destroyed. We're going to cause such damage to your mental health because you yourself can't do anything about it. And it's just us being us, not committing any crimes. And you're going to literally decompose. No one's going to have any sympathy for you, and chances are you will die in hospice alone. So, we're going to see whether or not you are truthful in regards to your attempt to get help. We've heard this before from the Skunt that cried Wolfpack, so chances are it's a lie. And as such, you're not going to get any compassion or sympathy from us until we see some sort of result. So, until then, we're going to hold you in contempt. Realize that you are an established liar and that no one can believe your words. And no matter what you send out to other people in screenshots, there's always a good chance that you're just lying to cover your ass. So, we're not going to provide you with any empathy whatsoever until we see a reason to do so. But for your acts of trying to take out the Skunty channel, you deserve the utmost contempt. And I think on that note, since we've just about hit about an hour's worth or so, I think we're going to wrap it up. If someone wants to call in, feel free to do so. I'll leave the Skype lines open for the next couple of minutes in case somebody wishes to call in. But I think I did a good job because we reviewed basically 0 clips. And yeah, I did replay Skunt crying because hearing him cry gives me pleasure. And I thought, it would give you pleasure too. But we literally went for 1 hour solely based on screenshots and what I was adding. So, going to show those out there who are pathetic that I don't need to review clips to put on a show. I could use simple screenshots and put on a show. So, yet again, another win and another exposure of Skunty, who just can't fucking get a break. Can't win. And, well, I guess we're going to see whether or not these recent statements are factual. Let us welcome Travis TLC.
Hello, how's it going?
Doing good.
Yeah, it's fucking hot out, let me tell you.
It is.
I just really quickly just wanted to point out something. because he says it in that little message that he sent Tiff there. And he's done this before, you know, how he likes to just cast all blame onto us, you know, you, me, Ken, Mars, Nikki, everybody. You know, he likes to do that. But I make the argument that besides Scott, because 99% of the blame goes on him, but the rest of the blame goes on all the fucking people that have been supporting this guy, whether it be Simo, Alan Quills, Ronald Booth, Tab, Yig, Shid, all these guys. And I put even more emphasis on all the motherfuckers that use fake accounts and comment on all of Scott's videos, supporting this guy and justifying his self-destructive behavior, the Happy Halloweeners, the Chaos Machine, Dr. D. Schultz. There's so many different ones of them. I can't remember all of them. But if you go back on some of those videos that aren't deleted, you'll be sure to see some of them. I put the blame on these people. They're the ones that put the fuel in this guy to keep his self-destructive behavior going. Not us. We're the ones that tell him to fucking stop it. It's his supporters are the ones to blame. I put it all on them besides Scott.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I've seen people, you know, those individuals sort of scoff at that idea, but we know that they take pleasure in sort of riling Scott up and then sort of sitting back and watching his destruction, and they'll never come to his defense. Well, I mean, like, they'll never come to his defense for his mental health to try to help him, but they will come to his defense when he's facing other people so that he can continue these sorts of squabbles.
Yeah, and they like to talk about, you know, what our intent or what their intent might be with their support with Scott, but their intent is clear. It's clear that they want him to continue this never-ending circle of this self-destructive behavior and fuel all of his addictions, not just the alcohol addiction,
the paranoia,
but the internet addiction, the paranoia, all this shit that has put him in the position that he is in right now. I didn't force him to do all this stuff. You didn't force him. It's these motherfuckers that were behind him.
Well, look at his wording though. He's like, "You guys forced me to act like." You remember that, like in the thing. It's just like, "You guys made me do this. Like I couldn't handle this community." It's just like, but how are we responsible for that?
Yeah, and where were any one of them when this guy was breaking down crying in those videos you just played? They were nowhere to be seen. And that says everything right there. That's their fucking intent. So fuck anything those people have to say. I put the full blame on them. They're the reason he's in this position. And if he truly goes to rehab and sits down with a therapist, him trying to cast blame onto anybody is not going to fly. They're simply not going to take that as an answer. They're not going to be like, oh, yeah, oh, it's Dave Rose's fault, Scott? You're probably right. So you're fine. Everything's good. None of this was your doing. No, it doesn't go like that. I'm sorry. The whole point of rehab is to look at oneself and figure it out that way and see where the problem really is.
Well, we'll see even if he goes to rehab, because we've heard this before.
Yes, well, my number one rule when it comes to Scott is to believe the complete opposite of what he says.
Exactly.
So, only time
It's
will
like
tell.
that Simpsons episode where Bart tells Homer something because Marge went away, and Homer pulls out the note that Marge left him, and it says, "Do the opposite of what the boy says." And then
Right.
Bart, and he puts it away, and he's like, "No, Bart, we're not going to do that." And Bart's like, "Damn it, what's on that fucking paper?"
Yeah, so I mean, it would be great if he was actually going to rehab. I mean, hopefully it would do something, you know. But his issues are far, far beyond alcoholism. That's just one aspect. And even if he were to clear up that one aspect, the destructive behavior and the combative, non-stop paranoia, bullshit, victimhood that we see from him, that ain't going anywhere. That's regardless of the alcohol, and we've seen that. Because remember when he had the alcohol pills and was sober for like 2 weeks?
Yep.
Nothing changed. If anything, he was worse. So the alcohol, that's just a physical problem because his liver can't handle it anymore. That's why that needs to be addressed. But the mental issues is where the fucking problem is. That's the source of the issue when it comes to this person.
Absolutely agree. And
so he's going to need a lot more than a week in rehab to figure this shit out.
But here's the thing, though. Now you and obviously all of us will get attacked again because these faggots, every time that we, raise this issue, it's like, yeah, all these people that supposedly supported Scott are really there just egging him on and hoping for his demise and just enjoying his downfall. And when we mention that, you've got people like Ronald Booth, you got Yig, you got Shid, all of them coming out of the woodwork who hated Scott before, but again, for some reason now they don't. And they're like, well, fuck you, like, we're not doing shit, it's you who's the problem. Fuck you, assholes, we see you for what you are. You've been exposed yet again.
I don't take any credence in anything that those people say, not whatsoever. They completely waste their time on me. It's totally
the funny thing is they expect to be treated serious. It's like, dude, you guys have a track record. Look at what you've done, supported these people, and then they flip like this. Like, no, you have no ground to stand on. Well, fuck you, Dave Rose, you're a racist. Okay, whatever, but I'm still right.
And, not too long ago, my stepmother went to alcohol rehab for 3 months, and guess what she did not have access to?
A telephone.
Correct. So there ain't going to be no trolling in rehab, buddy. No making fake accounts, no doing none of that fucking bullshit.
That's true.
So
if we see one fake account, we know that Scott's a liar, and that means we're going to go even harder on you there, Scunty McFuckface.
And the one that I can give Scott this, there are impersonators of him, but they're not that good. Nobody can duplicate the way this guy speaks and the words that he says.
Nobody can.
Nobody. It doesn't matter about his grammar. You could fix all the grammar and you could still tell it's him through the rhetoric.
Yep.
Nobody speaks like this guy. So the imposters are very easy to point out. They're not the problem. So if we start seeing some spotting of Scott around here, then I think we'll know what's really going on. But I hope he does go to rehab. That would, at least one thing would be addressed. I mean, hopefully the therapist there would see the vast other things that are an issue and get more help. But I don't know.
I totally agree.
And when it comes to this Scunty channel, well, I think what that is he proved without a shadow of a doubt that those are, in fact, the videos that he does not want you to see. Literally.
Yep, he proved it.
That's all that says to me is, well, that channel was right. He does not want you to see them. So much so that he'll strike it and take it down for no fucking reason.
Exactly, but we will be here because we are the community Avengers, and Scunty will die before us, and we shall relish it.
Well, that's all I really had to say. I just wanted to point that stuff out. So, good stuff. Glad you covered it.
Yeah, great point, and thank you for adding that.
Yep. Have a good one.
All right, there goes Travis TLC. Great points made by him. And what we're going to do now is, since we're wrapping up and we haven't gotten any other calls, we're going to go out with taps in memory of Scunty, the videos he doesn't want you to see. God bless you, Scunty. Godspeed. You did great work. We all still support you. And we will never forget your contribution to the wars.